Good morning, everybody, and a very, very warm welcome to you on this fine day, the 2nd of August, and session number 1210. How wonderful is that? So let's start this day with a smile on your face. Think of something that makes you smile. Yeah? Think of anything that brings a smile to your face. And imagine that that thing that brings a smile to your face is happening today. Having done that, let's generate a dose of happiness by using the power of generation that is there within us. Remember, we have the power to generate whatever feeling we want. So when I say 1, 2, 3, we will all laugh 100%. Okay? So ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, so let's talk about energy and enthusiasm today. So I just want to remind you, even though you may be knowing this already, it doesn't matter, but remember that keeping your energy and enthusiasm alive is crucial for success. You know why? Because it makes sure that you don't give up. Remember, one of the rules is you have a commitment and then you get into action and you don't give up. So when you keep your enthusiasm and energy alive, it makes sure that you never give up because it fuels your perseverance and resilience. So every time you fall down, if you are in a state of enthusiasm and energy, you'll just get up immediately instead of wallowing in self-pity. You'll notice that when you have high energy levels, which comes with enthusiasm, it will increase your productivity. It will help you to do more in less time and enjoy it also. It will help you to handle your tasks more effectively. And it will help you to maintain your focus also. See, enthusiasm keeps your mindset positive. When you are in a state of enthusiasm, all challenges look like opportunities. They don't look like obstacles. And when you are in a state of enthusiasm, others get attracted to you. They want to join you. And your network becomes bigger and you have more people who work and collaborate with you to get something done. That is the power of enthusiasm and energy. So with enthusiasm, with energy, what you will get is complete, continuous improvement. You will inspire people to become more creative. It will help you to sustain the motivation levels of others also. Remember, people will not do what you say, they will do what you do. And energy is infectious. It's like, have you noticed sometimes when somebody yawns, 4 other people will yawn in the room. Likewise, when you're enthusiastic, that energy of enthusiasm, your energy, rubs off on others as well. Especially when things are not going well. When you have setbacks, your energy, enthusiasm, you as a leader, if you don't lose it, your staff will also not get into a state of despondency. So this is a very dynamic combination, enthusiasm and energy. It will push you towards your goal. It will make sure that you keep engaged and innovative. It will make sure that you don't give up your determination. See, yesterday we were talking about some of the key elements to make sure that you fulfill your desires. And you can add this one to it. Maintaining your energy and enthusiasm levels and keeping them high, no matter what. And what can be simpler than this simple exercise that we did just now? See, you can spend your lifetime looking कि यार वो enthusiasm की गोली कहाँ से मिलेगी, वो energy की गोली कहाँ से मिलेगी. See, obviously, if you want to have better energy levels, eat well, sleep well, exercise well, that's one side of it. Okay? And hooray! Celebrate your small victories. I had a great victory today. I did my plank for 1.5 minutes. Can you beat that? I tricked my mind. So I was able to do more. How wonderful is that? So each and every one of us can devise our own methods how to keep our energy and enthusiasm alive. You can tell your wife, after 15 minutes, come and give me a kiss over here. That makes me enthusiastic and energetic. Whatever you want. The easy way is you generate it from within. A lot of people come out with a lot of techniques to, keep their enthusiasm and energy alive. Like I know one person, every time he has a small victory, he will reward himself. आज मैंने अच्छा काम किया. I've done a wonderful job today, so I will reward myself by taking my family for a movie. Now, we are all men of the world. You've not, वो बोलते हैं ना हिंदी में, बाल हमने धूप में सफेद नहीं किए हैं. So one of the things you will be noticing, धूप में बाल नहीं सफेद किए हैं तो एक्सपीरियंस से किए हैं. So you will be noticing that it is very difficult to keep our energy and enthusiasm level high. It waxes and wanes, right? Now, let us say there is a waxing and waning. You're working for about 6 or 7 or 8 hours in a day. How many times in that day, how many minutes or how many hours is your energy and enthusiasm at a higher level? And how many hours it is just at business as usual level? Have you ever tracked it and seen? So we all have these bursts. Abhi, you did this exercise, right? This energy and enthusiasm might remain for the next half an hour. And then you will go back to being business as usual. That's a time you again need to give a boost. Because the longer you stay, see, you may not be able to sustain it forever. Yeah? And there are certain things you better not sustain for the full day. There'll be a lot of problem, right? For you also. So we know that things will wax and wane. But how long can you keep it enthusiastic and energetic for yourself? The longer you keep it that way, the more energy, the more focus you will be having, right? Consider this, that if your output is 100 today, and and this is at the current level of energy and enthusiasm, what will happen when you maintain that level of energy and enthusiasm for longer period of time during the day? You might see it going up to 300 also, your result. Okay, so I had this to say to wake you guys up. I'd like to listen to others also. Now we have a lot of very, very experienced people, especially the ones from the army. They know that when they have to go for this 50 kilometers walk, what do you call it? Route march with all the full heavy, equipment. How do they sustain their energy and enthusiasm? Let's learn a few tricks from them. So over to you, our dear friends from the Indian Army. How do you sustain it? Especially in hardest conditions. Yes, Captain Sir.
Good morning, sir. So what we do, especially during our training days, in the academy days, when we go for this 35 kilometers, 40 kilometers route march, yes, initially we all start with too much of energy, josh, because it's mostly the competition. They will make it as a competition, inner. inter-unit competition. So we have to win. So that thing is always embedded. Ki jeetna hi hai. So with all the Josh we start, and it is called Josh Run itself. Okay, so we start off, and then after 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, initial 5 kilometers is very tough. In fact, there you drain out, and then your brain starts giving all excuses and see how what, and you come up with doubts whether you will be able to do it or not. But that is where we push each other. If one of the, because it's the whole idea is that the whole platoon has to reach first. Only then you will win. So you never leave anybody from your team back. So if somebody is weak also, you go and just give him a pep talk. Chalo yaar, kar lenge. We have to do this. And in fact, sometimes we help each other. If koi bahut zyada hai, to we take some stuff from the other guy, and then usko thoda der usko saath dodna. So the key here is the team spirit, sir. As a team, we need to win, right? So, and also what happens after a while, बात करने के लिए भी energy नहीं रहता. Rather we feel कि यार बात करने से, instead of speaking, let us put that energy also into running. Then there will be a silent, running also. When you are around 25 kilometers, 30 kilometers, and all silent run. That is the time a lot of things will come. Introspect. So best thing what we used to do, sir, you just forget about that current run. You think about some pleasant memories. Like the first thing in the morning you said, think of something which makes you happy, right? So we think of those moments, spending time with your loved ones, or some achievements which earlier you have done. You've been there, done that. Those things you try to bring, and that will give you more energy, right? I'll tell you one incident, and then I'll close this. You talked about keeping high enthusiasm or motivation. Earlier also once I had shared, but I have some new people here, so I can share it again. So I was in this post in 15,000 feet, where you don't have anything, only snow. I got inducted in the month of October. So there in that post, usually the snow starts in September itself. So when I went, that time itself snow was there, but it was very less snow, like half feet or 1 feet. But suddenly after October, it was snowing continuously. In fact, I remember once it started on a Monday morning, 9 o'clock it started snowing, and it actually stopped next week Monday morning. So typically for 7 days it was only snow. I mean, it was continuously snowing. We didn't have any respite. From 1 or 2 feet, it went up to 14 feet, sir. 14 feet snow. And we were a set of how many Jawans there? I mean, three officers, some 4, 5 just junior commissioned officers, and 40 Jawans. So how do you motivate in that situation where you don't literally have anything else to do? Just sit down and pray to God कि ये बंद करो यार, बहुत हो गया. Continuously snowing. So we have to tell our Jawans to remove the snow continuously. That was the only task we have to do. Otherwise, we would have all gone down. The weight of that snow on our bunkers, it can easily take us away into the valley. So continuously, we are also along with the Jawans. We remove the snow, and then there also you keep some, you make some jokes, and then there was some doctor. He was so energetic, sir. As you said, whole day used to be. Whenever he's out of the bunker with the Jawans, you can see that glow in his face. He will always sit with them, make rotis with them, tell them stories. Even somebody comes to him with some illness or something, he'll say, "No, nothing here. There's nothing here." He will not even give, unless it's very this thing, he will not give in tablets also. But after speaking 10 minutes, the Jawan will go happily from out of his cabin. Right? Then thing happened that this officer went off. Another officer came who was from Armed Forces Medical College and doctor, and he went into depression within 1 or 2 months because he didn't do anything. He was just sitting all the while reading. He was preparing for his PG exam. The doctor who was supposed to take care of Javans, he went into depression. Then we have to call helicopter and send him, evacuate him.
Yeah, because he was not able to keep his energy and enthusiasm high.
Yes. Just bang opposite of the other officer.
Great.
Right? So it is really, you need to keep yourself motivated first and then keep the people around you, motivate them. So these are the things you should do. You think about the good times which you are on. When you are down, think of the good times and then come back to reality. Ki, chalo, this too shall pass. Ho jayega.
So if you keep your energy and enthusiasm high, automatically others around you will be infected with that. So we have
Yes.
this new German-looking gentleman,
Mhm.
Captain Harry, going to Germany and looking like a German today. How do you like that? So yeah, go ahead, Captain.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry, I was late. Um, everybody's physical ability is different, sir. People operate it, especially when the initial beginning, the stages. We all will be running. Some people will run. Some people will walk. Some people will find it. Yeah, some people will be has to be pulled and gone. All that will be happening. There will be the physical ability will be tested. After a point in time, maybe 20 kilometers later, everybody will be in the common stage. You were asking about what drives
How
them.
do you keep your energy enthusiasm?
How do you keep that? Yeah. So that last 20 kilometers is where you are tested actually. Everybody is tested, whether their physical ability is there or not. Everybody is tested during the last 20 kilometers. Then only the mental ability comes. The only thing which I remember is I cannot let my other fellow down. I cannot let others down. So that will be keep running, and that's what happened with me. What happened around when I was with last 10 kilometers, there is a bridge, the Chembrambakam bridge. So we were climbing the bridge. Luckily, just when we were climbing, 2 meters we climbed, and then I fell down from this one. Luckily, I fell down in my back. My backpack was there. There were not much damages, but I had my leg strained. So everybody suggested you conk off. Conk off means you just walk out of this thing. They will be losing anyhow. We are lost anyhow. But one other guy, by the time we reached the other CP by limping, I found the other guy is already conked off. He said that he is completely down, and at least I am awake. So they said that okay, you can anyhow you are losing, but you cannot do that. Okay, two people conked off means completely you will be going out of points. So I started limping. My entire backpack was taken by my friend. He was holding me, and I was entire weight I was putting on him. But luckily, I was limping, so therefore I was not able to. He did not climb me. Otherwise, he would have taken me also. And then complete stretch of 5 kilometers, last 5 kilometers, we were just limping and then walking and then reaching this thing. Everybody were down. Nobody had option to do this. That's the last. Only one thing is I cannot let others down was the one thing going on in my mind and others' mind also to take us out.
So what the lesson here is, you can command your brain, right?
Exactly.
You can command your brain. If you can command your brain to keep going,
Yes.
or even commanding
Come
your
what
brain
may.
to generate the energy to keep walking, na?
Yeah.
So ultimately, you generated the energy. Thank you for sharing this wonderful anecdote. Yes, Colonel Babu, over to you, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. So, like Hari and Sendil has shared, as a few additions, I would say. In a company, we are around 120 men and officers, like two officers and sometime one officer, and around 80 men we are available at any point of times, and you are responsible for that. Now, the question which you ask, how do we maintain the energy all the day or
Energy
throughout?
and enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm, energy, right? So I was confusing between both. So enthusiasm is like now when I see in the hindsight, when we are getting in the morning, right? So it's 5:45, 5 o'clock we get, and then there is a muster in the morning. So every time, so people are coming from their houses, somebody is staying in the barrack, everybody comes, and suddenly the CHM starts shouting, "Oh, your this thing is not right, your button is broken, your thread is coming like this, your shoe is not polished," and everybody, forgets what is happening at home, what the wife said or what the kids said or anything, no, that they did not get the meal or tea. And at end of every event, like a roaster or a muster or a PT parade, game parade, mandir parade, there will be a war
Josh
cry.
पैदा करो.
Yes, the war cry. They will like for every company is aligned with each other, nearby 20 meters, 20 meters, 50 meters. So the competition automatically starts. Which company is giving more, war cry? Which is the most, that time it is no competition, but just like we can make more noise, something like that. And
Yeah.
then the PT starts. The PT starts. Everybody is running, and somebody is running slow, somebody is running fast. People are shouting, and then they are stopping. and that in between they sing some song, or they do that Josh types, and they end up with the laughter. Ultimately that came to, when we finish the PT, we do a laughter exercise, and then everybody is happy, and they say, okay, charge to the langar, and everybody is going to the langar to have that puri and tea, and then 45 minutes come for the training. So what happens is people are busy, keeping busy, the mind is kept busy, every time with the physical activity and with something, the mind is being emptied actually, forgetting what is happening at home, or what is clogging your mind, and then suddenly you get into a zone, like when all the people are enthusiastic, they also get into that, person who is dull also, so that resonates in that vibration, that that mode actually. So
Yeah.
basically it
So
is
can you
empty.
notice one thing, Babu? What you're saying is it's built in.
Yes.
Generating energy and enthusiasm is built in. It's like before every activity, it's like a ritual.
Yes, sir.
War cry is ritual. That fellow shouting at you is a ritual. You shouting louder than the others is a ritual.
Yes.
So it's built in. So if it can be done there, it can be done everyday life also. You can build
Yes.
in. Chalo, time for me to charge up. Chalo, Sukhdeepak. Chalo, Colonel Babu. Simple things like that. Thank you very much for sharing it.
Thank
Yes,
you.
let's have a non-military perspective from Abhinav Mathur.
Hi, good morning, everyone. And it's not a non-military perspective. It is a
तुम तो non-military
family
हो ना?
perspective. It's a family perspective. See, your father was also a colonel, and my father was also from the Indian Air Force.
Yeah.
So, okay, I remember I never, our common friend Rochak Puri.
Yeah, I know.
Rochak's mother had a major accident, and his mother had she's like nearing 90, and for 3 months he couldn't move out of his home taking care of his mother. Lot of operations and rods being put in the leg, kind of a thing, and he told no one. What he's going through. So that is one part of life. And I remember my Fauji, days when my father was serving in the Air Force, and even now when his friends come in with it, they have such a oneness. They are never alone. A Fauji will never say, he, I have to take care of all my problems alone, because he always has, he's always surrounded by people with whom he has a oneness. I
Point well.
remember my
Abhinav,
father was a,
hello,
yeah.
hello. We are talking about how do you generate energy and enthusiasm?
Yeah, so that's
If
what
you
I'm
do.
telling you. Not me. You said, how do the Fauji's do it, right? So the oneness which uh, uh, is when my father was flying, he was out for sometimes 7 days, 8 days. Somebody will come over to our house and ask my mother कि अरे भाभी जी कुछ काम हो तो बताइएगा, कुछ घर का सामान चाहिए. So that kind of oneness which I observed when my father was serving is whenever I observe oneness with the people around me, I am full of enthusiasm.
Very
So
good.
that is the point I was making here. That
Very good.
oneness is there for everyone, but people don't experience it. Forges experience it. It's a part of the training to be one with the
Yeah,
rest of the forge.
it's been created. We can
It's
create
been
it with our
created.
lives also.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Hasina ji, over to you.
Yeah, I have no mountains around to climb, but whatever I have done is mountain for me. Anyways, I have a thumb rule with my grandchildren that when they get up, they have to hug me and I have to hug them. And that's going on for years. We have a long passage. When they come out from their room, they come and hug me. And that's going on for so many years. So that really keeps me alive.
Wow.
This is my way of keeping myself enthusiastic.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you very much. And yes, sir, Suresh Kumar.
Sir, good morning,
What
sir.
was
Good
your
morning.
rank in the army, Suresh?
So I was not in the army, sir.
Oh, I thought you were in the army also. Okay.
No. I'm a civilian. But what I'm saying is that army perspective, non-civilian perspective of what an army man did. So I just wanted to say about Napoleon Bonaparte. After a long conquer, he still wanted to take his troops to conquer another area, for which they had to scale Alps. They had to go over Mount Alps, and the entire camp was talking about how will we scale Alps, and that too it is winter. So when he heard that, Napoleon was aware of that, and when they reached the foothills of Alps and they started scaling the mountain, he turned and told them, make it double up, double up. Next, we'll have to scale the Alps. Knowing fully well that it was Alps, and all of them doubled up, and they thought, okay, when it comes to Alps, we'll take rest. And that was Alps.
Great, thank you. So the question which I'm asking is, and thank you very much for your responses, how do you generate energy and enthusiasm? See, many of us do it, many of us don't do it. Many of us are waiting for some situation. If it happens, like Abhinav said, if I experience oneness, then I get energy and enthusiasm. But we are waiting for external something, right? We have to learn how to generate it from within. Okay, let's listen to Shri Vetrivel. After that, we will listen to Gautam.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. I would like to share one of my experience and also how I generate enthusiasm myself. I remember maybe before 10 years something, one of my neighbor's daughter, her age was around 12 or 11 years, 6th standard grade. She was just coming out and wearing her skating shoe. I said, what are you going to do? She said, beautifully, I feel little down, so I'm going to do skating just to change my mood. It was like, oh my God, at this age, how much clarity you have. You know that your mood, and also you know that if you do some activity, you can change it.
Yeah.
That too, physically active activity. Many elders don't know, including a lot of people. That was a lesson for me. And for my secret of enthusiasm and energy to rise is I watch a lot of comedies, and I be with people who laughs like that. So thank you very much.
That's why we have to be with you all the time with Vetrivel. We will all be laughing and getting energetic and enthusiastic. Thank you very much, Vetrivel. And Gautam Bhadro.
Good morning, everybody. What I do when I go to the forest for taking the photograph of the birds or animal like that. So I tell myself, tune my brain that is today I'll see the tiger, and I'll positively I'm going to see the tiger. So one day we are traveling in Sundarban by a launch with the Sony, the camera group. So that they are telling you, no, nowadays it's difficult to see the tiger. We're not able to see. Only you will see the tiger. So okay, let's go and see. By evening, almost the end of the day, we are closing, the second day of the trip, closing. We reach to a place where is a junction of the two rivers, and it is a sea also approaching. And then that water is full of migratory birds. I never seen it in my life. Full, 1,000 lakhs. And it is sunset. It's a golden hour. We used to call it a golden hour. And when they start flying, heavenly, I never thought. It's better than see the tiger. So absolutely, it is when I make my mind, that is I'll see enthusiasm, or I'll get the photograph of that beautiful scene. And that is my one of best photograph what I have taken. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now, what Gautam has not said, and he need not say also. See, when you do something you love, you'll automatically be in enthusiasm and energy. Just look at him, how excited he is. Thank you very much, Gautam. And we will have Major Narayanan to address us now. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Not to physical activity, sir. Whenever I do only on 2 occasions. Whenever my mood is down and whenever my mood is up, sir. That's all.
What time you do physical activity? You are better than those people, mood is up, they will smoke or drink. Mood is down also, they'll smoke and drink. You are better than that. You do physical activity. Do you beat up someone?
He was asked, when do you drink? It's only on 2 occasions. When it rains and when it does not rain. Only on 2 occasions I drink. Otherwise, I don't drink.
Great. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
A pleasure.
We see the sportsmen doing a lot of this self-enthusiasm, no? Pumping the fist. And, I mean, they do so many things. And yesterday, day before, when you were speaking about visualization, I heard Novak Djokovic's one of his interview. He says, "I have seen the whole thing. I have seen this whole match yesterday in my visuals. I visualized each point that I paid. I visualized how I'll hold the cup and how I'll be standing, how I'll kiss it." And he works towards it.
You know, you all heard of this Walt Disney?
Yes.
Right? It was always his dream that his Disney park should be opened in, all the countries of the world. So now, by the time it opened in Europe, I think it was in Paris or someplace, I don't remember where, he had died. Okay. So his wife had gone to do the inauguration over there. Yeah. So somebody told his wife, how happy Walt would be if he was to see this. And his wife said he already saw it. That's the thing, that if you visualize or you see that you have achieved and you feel that feeling of having achieved, you will draw what you want, what you desire, like a magnet to you. Yes, Tanmay.
Yes, sir. So I was also having the similar thing. I motivate myself by thinking about how I will feel when the goal is achieved, how thrilling, how exciting that feeling would be. And if I'm feeling down and if I'm worrying about something, I think about the positive aspect of it, of how you feel when you achieve the goal, and then that motivates me to get started again.
Okay, so how motivated are you now? How energized and enthusiastic are you right now?
Very motivated.
Okay, then don't be afraid that people might see you smiling. नुकसान नहीं हो जाएगा. Okay, Major Saab and then Abhinav Mathur Saab.
So I'll just take 1 minute to narrate a next incident. In 1988 Olympics, Seoul Olympics, so Ben Johnson creates a world record by running under 10 seconds. At that time, it is the world record. So his compatriot, a girl called Florence Griffith Joyner, who was later called Flo Jo, the Flying Flo, she was an underdog. Nobody had credited her to win the medal. So she goes there, being a compatriot, she goes and videographs the entire run and comes back to her hotel room. The next day, when her turn comes for just before the heats, she tells her coach that I'm going to create world record. So he just laughs. She tells the same thing to her other fellow runners also. So they also smile. They thought they dismiss it as a case of over enthusiasm. And then she runs and creates a world record. Then everybody is taken by surprise because till the other day she was an underdog. She never thought to ever win the Olympics, and that to create a world record. And then people ask her, especially the reporters asked. So she said, yesterday I came, I saw my compatriot Ben Johnson creating a world record. I videographed it. I went to the hotel room and I saw it 100 times. Then she says, oh, sorry, I did not see 100 times. I saw it only once. She pauses. And then she says, after seeing the first run, next 99 times, I saw myself running and besting the tape and creating a world record. And she said, since I'd already run the world record yesterday in my hotel room for 99 times, I thought I'm going to do it one more time here in this stadium. That's why just before the start of the race, I told my compatriots and my coach, but they laughed it away. But I know, having done it yesterday 99 times, it's very easy for me to do one more time. So that's why I did it. So that is the actual power of visualization on plays. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes,
just to add a sentence to that.
Generate a smile first, then you can talk. Abhinav.
So just to add to what Major was saying.
Let Abhinav finish, then you can add.
Yes.
Yeah. So remember.
First you generate a smile.
Remember.
First you generate a smile.
So I remember that that landmark basic rule that our present is given by the future we are going into. So if the future I'm going into is full of success, full of enthusiasm, full of happiness, then right now I will be happy. Now, my question again, there's a question with it also. Now, this rule the world knows, right? But the thing, but when I'm upset and when I'm down, and when there's no one around me, and I'm not even connected with the people, so what to do at that time?
रोज तो सिखाते हैं सुबह सुबह generate in enthusiasm and energy. वो भूल जाते हो क्या? We do it every day. 1, 2, 3, go. You can do it when you're alone also. Practice करो. It is the simplest method.
Okay.
सबसे simple चीज है. You can do it. Thank you for asking. Many people will be remembering, oh yeah, we should also do it. Thanks for asking, Abhinav. Thank you. He will always ask the correct question at the correct time. Thank you. Now you can smile. Yeah, that's better. Okay, Suresh, you wanted to add something to what Major Saab said?
Yes, sir. Flojo after that was suspected for drug thing, and they thought just like Ben Johnson, she was also on a performance enhancing thing. It was never proved, and her record stands till date. It is never broken. Even yesterday, they discussed about it in the current Olympics. An outstanding performance that was.
So, see, we have a lot of sports enthusiasts over here. You know, there was a guy called Roger Bannister. How many of you have heard of him? Yeah, you remember the story about what he did and what is he famous for? He was a school teacher. Yeah, Tanmay, you know that?
Yeah, he ran the mile under 4 minutes.
Yeah, he declared it, that I will do it. And everybody, the whole world said it's not possible. Doctors said human body is not designed to run that fast. He didn't believe it. Can you imagine how much it would have taken for him to keep his energy and enthusiasm when everybody around him is putting negative inputs? No, it is not possible. You're wasting your time, blah, blah, blah. He never gave up. He's a shining example of a person who kept his energy and enthusiasm high. Thomas Alva Edison also you must have all heard of, right? How many times that guy did not succeed in making that filament? Did he give up? No, because he kept on boosting his energy, boosting his enthusiasm. Okay, that's why he didn't give up. And I believe he tried 3,126 times how to make that. Somebody asked him, how did you feel that you failed so many times? He says, who says I failed? I learned 3,000 something methods of how not to make a filament. I mean, attitude, man, attitude. Yes, Tanmay.
So just wanted to add regarding the Roger Bannister story. After he ran the mile in less than 4 minutes, then in the same year, 3 or 4 people broke that record.
Yeah, exactly.
They also achieved it because
after that, 60 people broke it.
After that.
Now listen to nice music.
And on the lighter side, sir, the joke is after Edison failed 3,000 odd times and finally he succeeded in making the light bulb burn, the light glowed, and his wife said, "Put that light off and come down to sleep."
Oh God. You have to bring the wife in. Huh? See,
No, I did it on behalf of someone else.
Yeah, I know who you're referring to also. All right, guys. So thank you very much for your wonderful participation today. And I just want to remind you, energy and enthusiasm will keep you going higher and higher, and it will make sure that you never give up. And if you want to get what you desire, key element is don't give up. Key element is move forward with energy and enthusiasm. Okay? So, Hasina ji, how about some shairi?
Okay. मेरे अलावा उसे खुद को भी मोहब्बत हो गई है
मेरे अलावा
ऐसा कर मेरे अलावा उसे खुद से भी मोहब्बत है और ऐसा करने से वो बेवफा नहीं होती.
Beautiful. Thank you. And where is Colonel Babu? Where are you, Babu? Oh, there you
Sir,
are.
I'm here.
And where's your Shairi today?
Sir, I will take out 10 and tomorrow I will be prepared.
Yeah, you must be prepared. Be prepared. Boy Scouts motto. Okay. Thank you very much. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Generate lots of energy and enthusiasm today. God bless you. See you tomorrow morning. Bye.
Thank you.
God bless everyone.
Bye bye.